It is a deeply historic derby. The rivalry between Spain and Portugal is ancient and heartfelt, and so this is an intense, intriguing Iberian affair. It is utterly unpredictable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Pair of neighbours ready to go at each other again.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. Okay, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
There's the whistle. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Llorente...
Chance for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for... Oh, what has happened here? Pedri receives it. Pedri!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Well, how's that for a class finish? Spain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Gavi. Now it's Gavi. João Neves. Cristiano Ronaldo succumbs to the pressure. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's a goal! 2, and we've barely begun here. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's tidy. Played in. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Pedri, and that has been slung wide.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ferran Torres. He has a look up. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Spain find a position of real strength now. Now it's Ferran Torres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Llorente. Portugal already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Rodri, that's good running with the ball. Nuno Mendes, good strong midfield running here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence though able to hold on this time. And it's Gavi. Tries to pass it through. It's a sweeping cross. Bruno Fernandes. That's a good ball. And it's Neves. Vitinha. Gavi. Threads one in. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. That's a throw. And it's made its way to him. Now it goes for a shot! He's got a goal! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And yes, it's him again. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Portugal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's forced to go back. Rodri. Here's Llorente. Now, can they get him away? Ferran Torres in acres of space out wide. Driving on and making good progress. And he's picked out the run. Real... And a chance! No, it's wide.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Laporte, Kubasi, Llorente, Fabian Ruiz.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
And he's been shifted off it. And it's Mendes. That's been slipped through. Kubasi, Fabian Ruiz. Played out to the left flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bruno Fernandes. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So, into the second half. Portugal not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Now there's a fine ball. Ferran Torres. Not the most accurate pass. Fabian Ruiz does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Ruiz. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Llorente. Now it's Ferran Torres. He has found the way through. Now that's a lovely exchange. Oh, sweet feet. He'll try from distance. Incredible. Just incredible.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Spain are having a ball here. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha being hunted in packs.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Gavi. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gavi picks it up out wide. Mendes can get it clear.
Spain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vitinha, he shifted it to the flank. Spain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
That's the throw. And it's Vitinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nice control. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Llorente makes the interception. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. He is through here. Vitinha. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bruno Fernandes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's a promising position. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. This is a promising build-up. Over to the right flank. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Pedri. Merino. That's going wide left. Here's Rodri. Half an hour gone in the second half. Kubasi. And it's Pedri. Tries to thread one through. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. That has ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, no joy this time. João Neves. Here's Vitinha. Ball's played through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Punched away. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva! It's a goal! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Spain making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Yamal, Vega spots it and intercepts. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now that looks a decent ball. Unai Simon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedro Neto. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedro Neto. And it's Vitinha. Hoisted in, and that has been cleared. Merino, Araujo with the foul, and he is going into that little black book. Rodri. And that will be the final act. Portugal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Begley.